Alright guys, I wasn't even planning on making a video about this, but I just want to put my 2 cents in because this situation is getting out of hand. And I know everybody is talking about it, right? Everybody and the mama's talking about it. I'm talking about Sony canceling disc production in 2028. And that hits close to home because I love physical media. All of my favorite games, I want to get a digital and physical version of it. These, Ghost of Yotei and God of War Ragnarok, these are 2 of my favorite games, and Sony's basically saying this will be no more opening it up and having a disc inside. There'll probably just be a manual and having a code, and then you get it, and it's basically buying a case for $70 to have a digital code or a digital game. You will own nothing nowadays, and I know I'm late talking about this, I said it before, but I just feel like I need to put my 2 cents in because everybody needs to just stand up and say something about this, because this is horrible. There's a reason why there's petitions out there that are reaching like 300,000 to 400,000 and counting signatures, because this is really horrible. This is really scummy. You will own nothing and you will like it, and that's the perfect future that Sony wants, right? They're building a monopoly. Now, if Sony doesn't sell these things, right, if they don't have to give these to Amazon, if they don't have to give these to GameStop or any other distributor, they control the market. Now, if everything is digital, everything will, in the end, be on their storefront, the PSN store, and they could control everything. They could take away games from you if they want to. That's already being done with movies. Now, people bought like famous movies like Terminator 2, man. That's a very, very good movie. Now, if people bought that movie, you would expect to have it and keep it, right? Especially if it's on the PlayStation store. But if they have licensing issues, they aren't afraid to just take it away from you. And when they do take it away from you, these are gone. They're done. Your money is in the dirt. There's no game preservation or anything. Now, everyone talks about, oh yeah, we want to play all the old games. We want backward compatible this, backward compatible that. But when you have everything on a digital storefront, nothing becomes permanent. Everything becomes sort of like a licensing issue. We already see it all the time with Steam taking down and delisting games, right? And it all just hurts because I love the satisfaction of just putting in a game and having it run and going to GameStop and buying something because it looked cool. That doesn't happen nowadays. And you could say, you know, things like this, it was bound to happen because many gaming companies, many, you know, storefronts, Sony, Xbox, Nintendo, they were pushing for an all digital market for a long time now. So they want you to own nothing. We're gonna miss the feeling of just handing games to your friends, you know, borrowing games. Hey, you know, Ghost of Yotei is a very cool game. Do you want to borrow it for some time? Okay, I'm gonna give it to you. Those were the times I grew up in. I remember my parents taking me to GameStop and I would have nothing in mind. Nowadays, when you go to GameStop or when you buy something physical, a lot of people just go with something in mind. And I'm gonna miss that feeling so much. I'm gonna miss going to GameStop and just buying a game because it looked cool. I just like seeing the cover and I'm like, oh man, I'm looking at the back, I'm reading the back, I'm looking at this. It's so cool. I miss opening this up and I miss taking the manual out back in the PS2 days. That's something that a lot of people nowadays just didn't get to live and didn't get to see. Most of the community, the gaming community, is a digital market. You know, a lot of players just buy digital anyways. No one really goes to GameStop, and that's why GameStop is gearing more towards collectibles and having Pokemon cards and having all these figures, which, you know, I don't really mind because I love that stuff too, but I miss the physical copies and I miss everything about it, and I'm gonna miss it when they cancel it. And I don't have much hope that Sony is going to undo what they did, because this is the idea of Sony's perfect future, that them owning everything. Like, I really just dislike this. Hopefully that these petitions and all this hate comments and stuff is gonna get to them, because in the end it's bad PR for them. Hopefully that they see it and they understand that, you know, okay, this is bad for the market, this is bad for the community. People really just want physical copies, or just at least preserve them at least, right? But I doubt it, because it's Sony we're talking about. They're most likely just going to ignore everything unless it gets brought up in a court of law. But this is just what I think of it. I just want to put my 2 cents in and explain my hatred for whatever is going on here, because I really don't like it, and it's just bad for gaming, bad for me as a whole, because I love it. I don't want to get rid of these games. I don't want to switch to an all digital storefront. They're saying it's going to be in 2028, but it's already happening now. You see what's happening with GTA 6. You're going to buy a game and it's going to have a code inside, even if it's $100, right? And that's getting a lot of hate too. So it's really happening in 2028, but who knows? What if some games in 2027 are just like, okay, we're just going to jump it on right now and just release games that just have codes inside. I mean, isn't that what Nintendo's doing right now with the Switch 2 and their games? I don't know much about the Switch, but I heard that their chip is literally just like a code that downloads the digital copy. And that sucks too, because everything is just trash now. I mean, everything is like 200 gigabytes. It's online only, live service, so it's really going down. A lot of gamers now won't know how good we had it a long time ago. But yeah, that's just my take on it. A little disappointing video for today. It's something separate that I made, but I just want to just explain my distrust and, you know, uncertainty for the future of gaming. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this, gaming topics. And I also gotta say, I've seen a video by Angry Joe with the same topic, and he's saying that video game reviews are going to be a big thing nowadays. So make sure you go subscribe and watch some Angry Joe or other video game reviewers, because now that everything's digital, you can't just buy a physical copy and return it. You're gonna need to know if that game is good, because these games are expensive now. They're gearing towards closer to $100 per purchase, right? And it just sucks because you're gonna be buying these games, you know, you can't just go in a GameStop and just buy whatever. You gotta wait for a sale or something. And if you were to buy a game, there's multiple coming out around the same time, especially in September. So you don't have like, you know, $500 to throw away. So you have to really pick and choose what game is best for you. So game reviews are gonna be way more important nowadays. So make sure you go watch a review, choose carefully, and spend your money wisely. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Mr. Frosty Flames out. Ciao.